Welcome to our coin channel. Today, we're exploring the fascinating Kennedy half dollar, a historic U.S. coin honoring President John F. Kennedy. From its iconic design and Philadelphia mint mark to valuable high-grade examples and rare mint errors, this coin has captured the attention of collectors around the world. Stay with us as we uncover its history, rarity, and potential value, and discover why some exceptional Kennedy half dollars, the 1989 P. Kennedy half dollar, is an important modern United States coin that attracts collectors because of its connection to President John F. Kennedy, its relatively limited use in everyday commerce, and the challenge of finding exceptional examples in top condition. Although it is sometimes described online as a bicentennial coin, that description is historically incorrect. The official U.S. Bicentennial Kennedy half dollar was issued with the dual date 1776 to 1976, while the 1989 P is a regular date issue. The 1989 P coin is not generally rare in circulated condition, but premium quality pieces can be surprisingly valuable. Its strongest market appeal comes from flawless or nearly flawless preservation, attractive original luster, and professional certification rather than from the date alone. The Kennedy half dollar series began in 1964, shortly after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in November 1963. The coin was introduced as a national memorial and quickly became one of the most emotionally meaningful designs in modern American coinage. By 1989, the series had been in production for 25 years and had become a familiar part of U.S. numismatic history. The 1989 P. Kennedy half dollar was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and the small P mint mark appears on the obverse beneath Kennedy's portrait, above the date area. The coin does not commemorate a separate historical event. Instead, it continues a long-running tribute to the 35th President of the United States. The 1989 P issue belongs to the modern copper-nickel clad era of the Kennedy half dollar series. Unlike the 1964 Kennedy half dollar, which was made of 90% silver, and the 1965 to 1970 issues, which contained 40% silver, the 1989 P contains no silver. It is composed of outer layers of copper-nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs approximately 11.34 grams, measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge. Its face value is 50 cents, but its collectible value can be much higher when the coin survives with exceptional quality. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of President John F. Kennedy designed by sculptor Gilroy Roberts. The word Liberty curves around the upper edge, while In God We Trust appears below the portrait. The date 1989 is positioned at the bottom, and the Philadelphia P mint mark is found near the lower portion of Kennedy's neck. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, displays the presidential seal with a heraldic eagle holding an olive branch and a bundle of arrows. A ring of stars surrounds the design, while the inscriptions United States of America, half dollar, and E pluribus unum complete the composition. In high-grade examples, the contrast between the brilliant fields and sharply detailed devices can be especially attractive. The 1989 P. Kennedy half dollar had a substantial production, with approximately 24.5 million coins struck, meaning that the date itself is not considered a major rarity. However, many examples were stored in bags, rolls, or other bulk containers, where contact marks and abrasions reduce their quality. Because of this, the coin becomes progressively more difficult to locate as the grade increases. A typical circulated example may show little more than face value or modest collector value, while a clean, well-struck coin with strong luster can command a premium. The real rarity begins at the highest certified mint state levels, where very few surviving examples may meet the strict standards required for elite grades. Condition is the most important factor when determining the value of a 1989 P. Kennedy half dollar. A heavily circulated coin is usually worth around 50 cents to $1, while an attractive uncirculated example may sell for approximately $2 to $10, depending on its appearance and market demand. Better mint state examples can bring roughly $15 to $50, while exceptionally preserved coins in very high certified grades may sell for hundreds of dollars. Current price guide information places ordinary circulated examples around 60 cents to 75 cents, while high-grade examples can reach about $200 or more under favorable market conditions. These values are not guaranteed prices, because actual sales depend on certification, eye appeal, population, and collector competition. The most expensive examples are usually coins that combine an unusually high numerical grade with outstanding visual quality. A top-grade 1989 P. Kennedy half dollar may display intense original mint luster, nearly flawless surfaces, a sharp strike, and very few visible contact marks. Auction records can sometimes be much higher than ordinary price guide values because registry set collectors may compete for the finest known examples. One widely reported auction record lists a 1989 P. Kennedy half dollar graded MS-68 as selling for approximately $3,349.97 in 2022. Such a result should be viewed as an exceptional high-end sale rather than the normal value of the date. The 1989 P. Kennedy half dollar is not widely recognized for a major standard variety comparable to some famous double die or transitional error coins, but genuine mint errors can add substantial value. Collectors should look for clearly visible double dies, off-center strikes, clip planchets, broad strikes, major die cracks, or unusual striking errors. Minor marks, scratches, stains, and ordinary machine doubling are generally not valuable errors. Any unusual piece should be examined carefully and, when appropriate, authenticated by a respected third-party grading service. A dramatic and certified error may be worth considerably more than a normal 1989 P coin, but the value depends on the type, size, visibility, and rarity of the error. Collectors seeking a high-quality 1989 P. Kennedy half dollar should inspect the coin under good lighting and avoid judging value from photographs alone. Look for strong, uninterrupted mint luster, sharp details in Kennedy's hair, clean fields, and minimal marks on the portrait. Coins that have been polished or harshly cleaned may appear unusually bright, but can lose much of their numismatic value. Certification by major grading services such as or can provide authentication, an independent grade, and greater confidence when buying or selling. For long-term preservation, the coin should be stored in an inert holder, archival quality flip, or certified protective slab away from humidity and harmful chemicals.